Hello, everyone. If you're watching this on the replay, thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. You can still share by swiping, and you can still give some heart love by tapping on your screen. Hello, everyone. Hello. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome. It is a little late. Hey, sis. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome. If you are new to my scopes, my name is Christine Saintville. I'm the fly mom behind MomsNCharge.com. Hey, sis. Hey, Bill. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Come on in. Invite your followers. Swipe, share, twerk, percolate, whatever you got to do. Hey, Jamari. Hey, Bernetta. Hey, Dr. Renee. Hello, everyone. So, this is a continuation from a scope that I did yesterday. Around mom guilt and being happy and all that good stuff. So thank you so much for coming in and inviting your followers. I so appreciate it. We are going to have fun on tonight. Hello. Hey now. Hey, Monique. Okay, so what we're not going to do is promote yourself on these scopes. So I'm going to let that one slide, but we're not going to do that. Okay, great. Hello, welcome everyone. Let me know. Okay. We just clearly we have to have a block party all early up and just right at the beginning. But ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Hello everyone. I know, right, Dr. Renee? Hey, everyone. Welcome. If you're just joining, my name is Christine Saintville. I am the fly mom behind MomsNCharge.com without the I. Hello from Puerto Rico. Let me know where you are scoping in from. My mission behind Moms in Charge is to help moms feel good without feeling guilty, right? I'm silly. Hey, Tiffany from Georgia. Hello, Irma from North Carolina. Texas is in the building. What part of USA? Alicia? Is it Alicia? Thanks, girl. Hello, Virgie from Michigan. Arkansas is in the building. Hello. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for all of the heart love. I truly appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. So those of you who don't know, I take Taekwondo with my kids. So this was a quick thing to put my hair up, and it's also time for me to redo my hair, but I don't have time to do all that right now. So thank God for head wraps, right, Silky Wraps? Thank you guys. I appreciate you being here. So I'm going to, hey G, hello. Oh, thank you so much. Welcome. So I don't know if you saw the title of this scope. It says 10 tips for moms to recharge, reconnect, and fly. So this is going to be a quick pop quiz. The first person who can type in there what the acronym for fly stands for, gets something very special at the end of this broadcast. Let me know. I'm going to sip my tea while I wait. Almost. Oh, Jamari got it. Woo. Oh, Sis with Beauty was right behind her. And for y'all, really quickly, follow Sis with Beauty. My girl is celebrating her 4-year anniversary, Periscope-versary. Oh, it's okay, D. It's okay. So make sure you follow her. Make sure you register for her. She is having 9 days of amazing giveaways and then knocking it out the park on the 10th with a fabulous virtual party right here on Periscope. So Diana, throw up some emojis so we can follow you really quickly. We're just going to interrupt this broadcast for this special message. You just be trying to win. There she is right there. So make sure you throw up some emojis, Diana, so everybody can follow you, register for those awesome giveaways that you have going on. So, so we're going to get down to the get down, right? So I wanted to come on here like I promised. It wasn't during the day. Sorry, didn't make it during the day today. Just schedule was all over the place. But I am on right now. So I appreciate you guys coming on, hanging out with me. And I'm going to share what that person won. Look, I forgot that quickly. Jamari gets something special at the end. So I'll share that shortly. So let me see who's ready to learn tonight. Who needs to recharge and reconnect and fly? I need to see some hearts, some emojis, some comments. Let me know. Let me know. If you're just joining, welcome. My name is Christine Saintville. I am the fly mom behind MomsNCharge.com. Did you give away your SOAR ticket? I did. I just announced the winner today for my SOAR ticket. So yes, the winner was just announced today. Actually went through like 4 or 5 people before someone actually came. Yay! Well, hello, welcome back. Thank you guys for coming on in. So we're going to get right into it and the reason why I did this one is because week after week, day after day, I have been getting emails. Oh, I'm sorry, Kim. I've been getting emails and, doing consultations with mompreneurs that are overwhelmed, that are stressed, that are trying to get their schedules right, that are trying to get all types of stuff together. And, like I had to learn when I started Moms in Charge, the whole idea of first putting myself first so that I can then pour into my family, my friends, and all of that. So I wanted to share these quick and dirty, easy tips. And don't forget that you can always follow me on MomsNCharge.com without the I. I share lots of tips. Hi, Erica. Welcome. You're listening? All right. Thank you guys so much for sharing. I appreciate that. Thank you, Irma. So I wanted to share these quick and dirty tips with you. I share lots of tips on MomsNCharge.com without the I. So definitely make sure you follow me there. I just did a fun, quick interview with Aisha Curry on HuffPost Live the other day, and I got to ask her about, how she gets her kids involved in her business. Sarah. Hey, Sarah, thanks for joining. All right, so we're going to start from number 10. And we're going to work our way all the way down to number 1. So I want y'all to take notes. So number 1, make sure you have some paper and a pen. And I want y'all to take notes, but y'all gonna have to multitask because while you're taking notes, I need to know that you're here. So I need to either see some tapping on the screen, show me some heart love, put a yes in the comment if it resonates with you, all that good stuff. Y'all with me? Yes! Thank you, Irma. I want to make sure y'all here, y'all with me, but also, take some notes and stuff. So awesome. Thank you guys. Y'all are the best. I love it. So before I get into the tips, I'm just going to talk about some challenges that we have as moms, or even if you're not a mom, some, trying to someone cap. I appreciate you, honey. I appreciate you. That's what you call multitasking. Some challenges that we have as moms, even if you're not a mom, a lot of times women in general just have so many responsibilities on us. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. So many responsibilities, and these tips apply. Obviously, I'm talking to the moms, but these tips apply to anyone who has got so much on their plate and they're trying to figure out how to do everything. So, yes. So, I'm going to ask some questions, and if this resonates with you, I just want to see some hearts or some comments, some yeses, some hands raised, all that good stuff. So, number 1 is, do you love being a mom, but you really need to carve out some time for you without feeling guilty about doing that? I don't feel guilty about doing that anymore. So I don't know if you want to get to that point where you can just carve out some time for yourself and, be okay with it and not feel like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? I can't do this. Hey, Mary. I still learn and my kids are grown and out the house. I love it. Yeah, it's a learning. Hey, Lenise, thanks for joining. Yes, I see some yeses. I see some hearts. I love it. So question number 2, yes, guilt-free, right? Because we deserve it. We do a lot. We deserve it, okay? Do you have many items on your to-do list, but self-care hasn't been one of them on your to-do list? Me time is a must. Hey, Karen from R2 Kids, Rotten Sakura Spa. Thanks for joining. So, do you have a lot of items on your list, but self-care is not one of them? Or me time is not one of them? Point that I do my me time weekly. I love it, Latersa. I love it. That's awesome. Breastfeeding and tapping. Yes, Erica. Yes. Who do I remember those days? Yes, do I remember those days? And the last question, are you looking to connect with other like-minded women who, while family is first, they know how to make themselves a priority? So if that's you, let me see some yeses, some hands raised, some all that good stuff, because I want to make sure I'm talking to the right people. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get right into the tips. Like I said, we're going to start with number 10. So again, thank you so much for joining. If you just popped on, my name is Christine Saintville. I'm the fly mom behind MomsNCharge.com. FLY is an acronym for First Love Yourself. That is what I had to learn how to do. That is the premise behind me starting Moms in Charge, because I wanted to help moms realize that they can go after their goals and dreams. They can do all those things they want to do in addition to being a great, great mom. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Make sure you're writing down these tips. So the first tip to learning how to recharge and reconnect and first love yourself, yes, indeed, first love yourself, is to communicate. So it sounds like really easy, and oftentimes we feel that people should be able to know what we're talking about. So just left teaching career. Oh, wow. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, welcome, welcome. You're here. So the first one, which is really number 10, is to communicate. And sometimes when you are trying to retrain people on how to treat you, you have to over communicate. You have to continue to communicate until it becomes a habit. So, for instance, I was talking to someone, and this has happened actually a couple of times in the last couple of weeks, where they're getting frustrated because they're trying to change some things that are going on in the household, some schedules and things like that. And they're getting frustrated after the first day because things weren't done the new way. But, I was reminding her that this is new for everyone. So you have to continue to communicate that. Exactly. You have to continue to communicate that until it becomes a habit, until everyone can come together and understand this is what needs to be done so that mommy can do what I need to do. Yes, you have to speak the other person's language. Absolutely. Absolutely. And don't, it's so easy to get frustrated because, things aren't moving as fast as you want them to. But, you have to understand that when you're trying to, change things, and when you're trying to do the things that you want to do, it's a change for everyone. And it's a learning process for everyone. So if they're used to you doing everything, being everywhere, all the time, everywhere, whenever they need you to, and now you're trying to change that and carve out some time for yourself, you're going to have to communicate and continue to communicate until everyone is on the same page, until it becomes a habit. And so, sometimes we take it for granted. Yes, you have to retrain. We teach people how to treat us. So if we've been teaching them that we will, do everything, then we have to reteach them how to treat us. And so, yes, it can be tough, but it can be done. And it can be done when you communicate. Don't take for granted, or don't think that just because you said it once or twice that they're going to get it and it's going to stick the first time. Yes, it's a learning process. It's absolutely a learning process. So just make sure that, take some time out to figure out what it is that is frustrating you and figure out how you can communicate that with your family. Awesome, Irma. Going through that now with me. Really, Karen? Yes, yes. It's a work in progress. It's absolutely a work in progress. And even now, I still have to have those conversations, even now that my kids are, they're getting older. So I'm trying to teach them responsibility and where I need help, how I need help, those kinds of things. But they're not going to get, it's going to continue to be that conversation that I have to have with them. I love it. Yes, teach them responsibility. You don't have to wash their clothes, right? I'm sure, Irma, that was a big weight lifted off of your shoulders too, because now they can wash clothes. And I don't like washing clothes. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like washing clothes. So the minute that my kids can wash clothes by themselves, you better believe they're going to be down there washing clothes. Retrain and re-release. Absolutely. So take some time today to figure out, where communication might be lacking for you, whether it's with your children, whether it's with your spouse or partner. Oh, I love it. Yay! I don't like folding the meat. I don't like washing and folding. I just... Look, Erica, I am with you, honey. I'm with you. We are working on a budget to get some help for that, because let me tell you. Right, Erica, exactly. I spent all day Sunday cleaning out kids' room, organizing clothes, separating stuff that don't fit, all that good stuff. So, yes. So figure out today where communication lacks for you in your relationships, and write down what would change. What needs to change in order to make things better for you, in order for you to recharge and regroup? Happy to do the laundry. Yay, Jamari. Yes. Tell James, do that laundry, girl. Do that laundry. Tell him I said do that. Yes. Yep, exactly. And sometimes you have to, to your point, Irma, you have to put your foot down, and just stand firm in that, no, I'm not going to do it because you're not doing it, but I refuse to do it. Exactly. I refuse to do it, and you're going to have to do it. This is what's going on right now. This is how we going to do things right now. So, once you write down where it is that that you're frustrated with your communication, figure out how you can then relay that to the people that needs to relay. Hey, Rita. Oh, nice. Welcome. Just in time. I just did number 10. We're starting from 10 and counting down to 1. So number 10 is to communicate, over communicate, keep communicating until things change. Out of sight. Yes. Irma, I know that's right. Yes, indeed. So, express your thoughts however most comfortable you are with doing that. If you got to write a letter, if you got to draw pictures, whatever you got to do to get it out, make sure you do that. Make sure you do that, because that is really the only way that things are going to change. And please understand that they are not mind readers. If you got to send a text, yes, closed mouth, don't get fed. Exactly, Tequila. You have to speak it. I'm just saying. Some people like to draw, color. They ignore your calendars. Well, I now, on my calendar, my husband gets everything that I do. Yes. So, you have to show them. Speak elementary. Exactly. Whatever it is to get your point across, do it. And, keep doing it until you're able to get what it is that you need. Number 9, so important. So important. Especially as a mom, because it's so easy to miss this and then wonder what went wrong, what happened. Yes, Erica, you are so right about that. Men hear in sound bites. You can't expect to tell them 30 minutes worth of what you need and then think that everything's going to change, because they're only going to hear a little portion. So figure out how you can make it clear to them in a short period of words, a short time span of words. Yes, indeed. And it works. And then when you start to have that open communication, you'll start to see how things, come together. ADD. Right. Cook spaghetti home at 8. Right. I love it. There you go, Erica. Exactly. Just like that. Screenshot that, y'all. Thank you, Erica. She breastfeeding and she giving y'all tips in there. She just gave y'all exactly what you need to do. Just screenshot that. Cook spaghetti, Homer ate. That's all you need to do. Bam. So number nine is to set boundaries. Set boundaries. And particularly set boundaries with your family. So your extended family, your immediate family, not your kids and your husband, but set boundaries with your family. So I always share that I'm one of 7 kids, not doormats, exactly. I'm one of 7 kids, and there are 12 grandkids and 1 great-grand in the family. So you can imagine that there is something always going on. Always going on. Always going on. Yes. Not the waitress. No. You've got to set boundaries with your family and let them know, hey, Dr. Finch, welcome. You've got to learn to set boundaries for your family, because they will think that because you've been in the family this whole time, you've been doing all this, Jesus, people think you just, exactly. And especially when you're home, they think that, oh, I'm going to just call her up because she can do this and do that and do this. I had to set boundaries with my family when I became a stay-at-home mom after I realized how much I was being burnt out running up and down the Beltway and, feeling guilty about not being able to be everywhere for everyone. And I had to finally say, look, I got a family of my own. No, not a taxi driver. I'm a stay-at-home mom, working home mom. I have other things to do. So, I had to set boundaries like, okay, I have a family of my own. Like, I love y'all. I'm going to be there when I can, but I can't do that. Right? So I had to set boundaries with my family. One of the things that I did, which I still do now, but to get in the habit of doing it and setting boundaries for myself, I'm seeing that they call you midday. Right, with expectations, exactly. One of the things that I did was I started implementing a do nothing weekend, which meant every month, once a month, a do nothing weekend. And basically that means that I have it blocked off. So if I want to stay in my pajamas all day, if I just want to go outside and play with the kids, or if I want to do whatever, that is my weekend. I'm not committed to nobody. I'm not running around for nobody. I'm not going down the Beltway. I'm not sitting outside. I'm not doing anything. This is my weekend. So if something pops up at the last minute, sorry, can't do it. Can't do it. So that's how I started to really implement and create those boundaries for my family, because DC traffic is crazy. Like, and we live, it's not far compared to most people. A lot of people who live, hours away from their family, but we're the only ones that live an hour away from everyone else. So yes, you have to be firm with it. You have to be firm with it. I can't tell you. Like now, the no rolls off of my tongue so easily that sometimes I'm like, oh, wait, am I saying no just because I can't? So I have to go back and think. Oh my goodness. Yes, absolutely. So no is a complete sentence. That is chapter, I can't remember, 5 or so, 6 in my book. Hey, Lit26, thanks for joining and thanks for sharing with your followers. I so appreciate you. In my book, Whose Shoes Are You Wearing? 12 Steps to Uncovering the Woman You Really Want to Be. And so I knew what you meant, Mary. I knew what you meant. Yes, I fell in love. I fell head over heels with the word no, okay? Yes, you came right on time. Right on time. So I started implementing a do nothing weekend. So if anything came up at the last minute and it was on that weekend, sorry, I can't do it. Feel guilty too. Yep. It doesn't bother you. Awesome. Yes, it is in Whose Shoes. I wrote that chapter. No is a complete sentence in the book. The power of no. Yes. They don't even ask. Right. So you can get my book on Amazon. Amazon is Whose Shoes Are You Wearing? You can also download the first 2.5 chapters on Whose Shoes book. If someone can type that in there. You can download some free chapters on whoseshoesbook.com. You can check it out on Amazon. And you can check out the reviews as well. Exactly. And that's what I wrote about in the book. It's so funny you say that. I wrote about that in the book because as kids, hi, Sarah, thanks for joining. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Renee. And Dr. Renee has the book in her Amazon store as well. So, Dr. Renee, if you want to put that link up there, I didn't realize you were still in here. So I wrote about in the book that as kids, that's the first word that they learn. So somewhere along the line, we lost that power. And it's time to get it back. And that's why I did the Say No challenge on Instagram, about a month ago, because it's so important to get your power back and to learn how to say no. So that's how I started to get my power back with my family, is to set boundaries. And this is so important that I made it number 9 and number 8. So number 9 is to set boundaries with your family, your outside family, extended family. And number 8 is to set boundaries with your kids, right? With your kids. I love it. I love it. Yes, you have to set boundaries with your kids. So like my kids are 4, 6, and 8. And, they know now that mommy gets her time out, like mommy is going to have a break, whatever. But when my door is closed, especially when I'm in the bathroom or in the shower, whatever, like that means that you either knock and you wait for an answer, or you just have to wait until I come out. But a lot of times we don't take the time to start teaching them those boundaries early on. And so as they get older, they think that they can just do whatever they want, whenever they want, walk in when they want to. And so I was like, no, this was not going to happen here. This right here, no. If the door's closed, that means you got to knock. And just because you knock don't mean you can enter. That means you have to wait for an answer. 5 and 11. So Sheeta, tell me what your name is. I just saw your name really quickly. Your kids are 5 and 11. So you can start by doing just that. Just telling them, okay, if you see a door closed, that means, Sheeta, okay, perfect. That means that you have to knock and you have to wait for someone to answer and let you know if you can come in or not. So, exactly what Mary said, think of what can happen. Right. Can I poop alone? Can I pee alone? Can I just take a shower in peace? Can I do that, Erica? Really? Can we? Just please. Just wait. And just, that's how I started to teach them. Like, you have to wait because it's rude, number 1. You want to teach them these things because when they get out in the real world and they start popping up, banging, flying through closed doors, somebody gonna knock them out. So it's our job to protect them, and this for their own protections, to teach them boundaries. Like, you see somebody with the door closed, or you see somebody talking. I even have taught my children, you see us talking, you have to say, excuse me, and you wait for an answer, before you start interrupting and saying what you need. Rude kids become rude adults. Exactly. So, hey, Gina's Cupcakes, thanks for inviting your followers and joining us. So, we've started teaching our kids, like, because at first it would be like, I'm talking to my husband, and then we would just hear all this, voices getting louder, trying to get our attention. And then we had to start putting a stop to that. Exactly, Mary, exactly. Explain how it works. We had to start putting a stop to that because we don't want them, when we're not around, to do that to other people. So we had to teach them, hey, it's rude when someone's talking and you just start interrupting them. You have to say, excuse me, whoever it is that you're trying to get attention. Aw, thank you. Whoever's attention you're trying to get, and then wait for them to answer you. Front of the bathroom door and kept crying. Oh no, Irma. And they'll do that. But you know what? They learn by repeated habit. They're not going to learn if you only enforce the rule once or twice. Like, they're going to be like, okay, well, she's going to say no, but she's going to eventually let me do it. So it doesn't matter. I'm just going to keep doing it. So you have to set those boundaries with your kids, because once you learn how to set those boundaries with your kids, it opens up time and room for you to do some of the things and take care of yourself, and to find time to take care of yourself. Hey, Samantha, welcome. My 5-year-old do that about 10 minutes ago, did she? Aw, thank you, Rita. Yeah, it's much earlier than I usually do, but later than I intended. And you had to escape. Exactly. But when you start to teach them over and over again, it's not going to take, especially with younger kids, it's going to take repetition. It's going to take consistent repetition every time they do something, every time they interrupt us. I'm like, I'm sorry, did you say excuse me? Okay, now you can talk. But if they don't learn that repetition, and if they continue to just do what they want without setting boundaries, then it's going to become a learned habit, and it's going to be much harder to break down the line. Erica, that's why we suffer. Right. Right. Think of who you become in the process. Exactly. They will always test you. Erica is hilarious. She was the first child. By second child, yes. And you start to learn, right? Oh, our poor third baby. She gets no lenience at all. We like, look, this how it's going to be right here. No, we played this game already. We are doing it again. We're not doing it again. So number 10 was communicate, and then communicate some more. Number 9 is setting boundaries with your family. And then number 8 is setting boundaries with your kids. I tell my kids, if you are not bleeding or choking, you will not. Yes, you will need to wait. Exactly. We started to tell my kids that too. Like, is there blood? No? Okay. Then it's not really an emergency. Like, it's your bone coming out your skin. So yeah, we absolutely have started to teach them because they're old enough to start learning that. And those habits they will learn, and they will keep with them even when you're not there. You're not going to have to worry about how they're acting, right? So thank you, Mary. Yes, communicate, set boundaries with family. Number 8, set boundaries with your children. Number 7, so now that we've set boundaries with everybody, yes, define an emergency for them. You've got to define an emergency for them, because their emergency, these little kids, emergency is, oh my gosh, I can't get this piece of paper off of this writing pad, or oh my gosh, I can't find my pencil. Like, their emergencies are completely different. Right. Okay, they would have a heart attack if we did that, Silky Rest. We came to see what was going on. We were on the same note. Hey, husband. So yeah, so once we have done all of that, now, yes, emergency is everything for them. Exactly. Now you can put yourself back on your calendar. So at the beginning, I asked who hadn't, had a whole to-do list of priorities they had, and none of y'all said that y'all were on your list of priorities. So tonight, you guys are going to put yourself on your list of priorities if you're not already on there. So you're going to put yourself back on your calendar. Literally, put yourself back on your calendar. I live by my calendar. I had to start putting time on my calendar for me to do what I wanted to do, whether it was just to drive around the neighborhood, whether it was to go to Target and just walk around the stores, whatever that was, I had to put it on the calendar, because if it's not on the calendar, it's not going to get done. It's not a priority. And you can't just put it on your calendar. You have to treat yourself like that VIP client or customer or doctor's appointment that you've been waiting on for 6 months. You have to treat yourself just as important when you put yourself on the calendar. Because that goes back to how people treat you. So if they see that you're not taking care of yourself, if they see that you're not making yourself a priority and you're canceling on yourself, then of course they're going to feel that they can embark and take over your time, because you're not even respecting your own time for yourself. So you've got to put yourself on your calendar and stick to the time that you put on your calendar. You have to treat yourself. Exactly, Karen. I'm on the number 1, 2, and 3 spot on my calendar. I know that's right, Rita. Yes, I love it. Yes. Backup plan. I know that's right. Have a backup, a contingency for your self-care, okay? Have a contingency plan. So, and it doesn't have to be grandiose. It doesn't have to be super huge, but do something, put something on your calendar for you. I'm so selfish, ain't funny. Just kidding. Look, I'm with you, honey. I'm with you, because I'm there now, I should say. I'm there now. It took a little bit of retraining my own self to get there, but it is a great place to be. But but you have other responsibilities. You're running a business. I don't know if you work outside of your business, but you're running a business and you do, all these things. So like I said, like, even if you're not a mom, like, we have so many priorities. We have so many things that we have to do. Yay! Selfish zone. Exactly. Exactly. You'll get there, Miss Mo. You'll get there. It takes practice and commitment. But let me tell you, and I shared this yesterday in the scope that I did about, your happiness and how it's a direct reflection, of your kids, what they see in you, because when they see that you're happy, when they see that you have all this joy, it bounces off to them. They catch it, they feel it, it reflects on them. Oh no. So tell me your name. You said you feel guilty for taking time out for yourself. So I'm going to tell a story about that before we end this. Yay, Rita. Thank you. Thank you. Choose to put yourself first. It isn't selfish. It's absolutely necessary. And stuff that might have thinking about dealing. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Okay, Erica. Hey, Erica. So, and I'm going to hold on. Let me make sure I don't want to, okay, so really quickly, this is for you, Erica, and anyone else who feels guilty for taking time out for yourself. Yes, your mental and your well-being is critical. So, yes, absolutely. So, for me, it became critical for me to start taking time out for myself, because when I left my corporate job and became a stay-at-home mom with 3 kids under 3, at the time, and, just really trying to find myself, I went through a period of postpartum depression, and just everything was about the kids. It went from me loving what I did at work and having, a life outside of work, doing things that I like to do. And then when I became, a stay-at-home mom, I became really into everything motherhood. Like, I didn't hang out like I used to. I didn't do anything any of the things that I wanted to do. And I really believe that played a role in, my postpartum depression, because, there was nothing. Yes, exactly. No apologies, no nothing. So, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. But, it took me learning how to create that time for me, because I became that mom that was frustrated, that was, that was frustrated, that was always, snapping at the kids, snapping at my husband. I had the shortest temper. I just was not happy. And it triggered something in me. And I was like, who is this person? Like, I didn't want to be around me. So I knew that, yes. Okay, Rita, exactly. I knew that I started to feel it in me, and I was like, who is this person? Like, I know if I'm feeling it, like, they probably don't want to be around me. And then I had to reflect, why was I acting like that? Yes, exactly. We feel that we have to be everything to everyone. And so I had to take a step back and have a conversation with my husband, and like, okay, this is what I need, because I want to be the mommy that, my kids want to hang around, not the mom that they run away from when they see me coming through the door. Like, I wanted to be better. So, and just a really quick story and I've shared this before, my daughter actually told me she did not like being, look, Irma, my parents, the same way. So I understand. And I grew up in a household like that. And I did not want that to be here. Thank you, Mary. I didn't want that to be here. So, yes, we have to communicate that, though. We have to, yes, Erica, like they say, you got to put your mask on first. You are no good to anybody else if you don't put your mask on. And so often we're thinking that we're letting our kids down, or, that they're going to be looking at all of this. Oh, thank you guys. I'm glad this is helpful, because, like I said, that's awesome, Irma. Like I said, there's so many people that have been reaching out to me and have been having these same issues. I have 2 boys. only and have 2 boys. Okay. And, and sometimes, and that's the other thing. So I'm going to talk about that too, about building your community. But, it's so important for your kids to see. So the way that I started looking at it is that anything that was in the best interest, or your only child, anything that's in the best interest of my children, I'm not feeling guilty about. And taking care of me means that I'm taking care of them. So there's nothing to feel guilty about. And what we have to realize is that our kids are going to remember the times, the happy times that they had with us, the times that we were there for them, the times that we did all these things. They're not going to remember, the one practice that we missed, or the one game, or, whatever. They're going to remember the times that they were together and we made those times count. So you have to remember that. How's this all? Yes, you're not going through this alone. Absolutely. Yay! I'm so happy, Rita. Yes, absolutely. But I think, you're not alone, Erica, in that. And so that's why I wanted to do the scope, because literally over the last couple of weeks, I've talked to at least 10 moms all around the same topics that I'm going through tonight. And, just knowing that you're not alone. I've been there. I understand. Like, it's hard to start taking care of yourself when you're not used to it. But when you realize the joy and the peace, and that, like, when I started doing it regularly, and I would come back home and I was just so much more happier because I had that time to just recharge and reconnect and just breathe. Like, we need time to breathe and let it out. Absolutely, Rita. We all have. And so when we don't take those times to breathe and let it out, we take it out on our kids. We take it out on our spouse. We take it out on those closest to us, not intentionally, but that's because that's the only choice that we have. Good time with my mom at 3. Kids remember. Yes, absolutely. Like, kids remember those things. Kids remember those things. So for me, like, they know. I started telling my kids, you're so welcome. I started telling my kids about, why mommy was going to Panera, or why mommy was taking a break, why mommy's going to go hang with my friends, because they understand now. My son has kept me in check. He's asked me, several times, exactly, it works out in the end. He's asked me a few times, Mommy, when are you going to do your mommy thing? Your mommy. And I'm like, your mommy break. When are you going to go on your mommy break? Because he knows at 8 years old. And that time he was 6 and 7. He knows that it's important for me. So we have to, going back to that communicate with your kids. Like, even if they're young, find a way to just tell them, when mommy goes out and hangs out with my friends, or mommy's happy, and then I can bring that happy home. So make it in a way that they can understand, but it is imperative. It is absolutely imperative that you do that you find that time, and that you let go of that guilt. And I will tell you a quick story about a news anchor who shared a story. Yes, girl, Irma, let me tell you. Yes, are your children going to be relieved when you die, or are they going to miss you? Whoo, child. Yes. So really quickly, this news anchor, very in-demand news anchor growing up, she did an event. And she was talking about, it was an event for working moms, and she was talking about how mom guilt, let it go. It's like ridiculous. She went through 30 years of mom guilt, and awesome. Of course they will. So just to realize that her kids didn't even remember the things that she stressed out about. She stressed out about missing, some birthday cupcakes hey, Katie, thanks for joining. Some birthday cupcakes, for a birthday party in the classroom in preschool. She, had mom guilt and tortured herself for years over what was it? Over a missed game. She listed out all these things. She sat her kids down. Now her kids at that point were like in their mid to late 20s. And she sat her kids down to apologize for all these things that had been weighing her down all those years. And her kids did not remember any of that. Yes, girl. Yes, Katie. Her kids did not remember any of that. So she was like, you know what? They were looking at me like, what are you talking about, Mom? What we remember are the times that you did X, Y, and Z. We remember all the good times. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. We remember all the good times. You know, we don't remember those times that you're like talking about all these years ago. So she was like, so I'm telling you right now, like, let go of it. It's false. Make the time count. The time that you're with your kids, make it count so that, you know, you're not feeling that, you know, that guilt. And when you're not with them, understand that you don't love them any less. That doesn't mean you love them any less. That means that you love them more because you're taking care of yourself. Oh, Rita, yes, hug your teenager, girl. Hug your teenager. So I wanted to share that really quickly. Yes, it's impossible to be perfect. Absolutely. Oh, thank you. Hey, Tiffany, welcome, welcome. So I wanted to share that really quickly because she was like, look, like, stop trying to, you know, hold on to this mom guilt. Like, it's false. You're going to go through your life going through this mom guilt, and, you know, you're doing everything that you possibly can for your kids, and there's no point in staying with that. Yes, that's the burden that comes with being a parent. Yep. Yeah, it's always more us. Not my kids, it's the... Oh, really? Okay, so yeah. So what about the hubby? Tell me so I can understand what you're talking about. So let me go on to oh, sorry, y'all. Okay, so where did I leave off? Mom, stop mom guilty. Yeah, girl, look, you reading my mind, Silky Moms, because guess what? Guess what number 6 is? Number 6 is stop comparing yourself to the mom next door. Stop it. Stop it, and moms, stop making other moms feel guilty. Stop comparing yourself to all the picture perfect moms on social media that make all the costumes, that, you know, have dinner on the table, freshly made every day. All that, like, stop it. You will drive yourself crazy. Like, no, I will go on Pinterest, but I know my limits. Oh, yes, get it out. Sometimes you got to get it out. Like, I know my limits. I know what the gifts God gave me. And look, they have struggled somewhere. Yes, I know the gifts God gave me. And these pictures that I see moms putting together, that's not my gift. So I'm not going to strive for that. Because yes, exactly, Katie. We are perfect for our kids. You know, so we have to think before you post that stuff. Are you sharing? Right. You know, and this is great advice. Yay. Right. That is not my gift. Look, I was saying it. They're not real all the time. Like, I try stuff out, but, you know, things don't always work out. Like, you know, we went to Chick-fil-A for dinner, and guess what? I was happy because I wasn't in the kitchen cooking at 7:30 after we got back from Taekwondo. You're not, no, because thank you, Chick-fil-A. Thank you, Chick-fil-A. They know what they're, yes, exactly. And you don't know what they have going on. You don't know they might look happy and they might look like they got it going on, but they might be so miserable, and you don't know that. So you cannot, okay, Pizza Hut, yes. Like, let me tell you, it was going to be something. It just wasn't going to be me cooking in the kitchen tonight. It just wasn't going to happen. And I don't feel not an ounce of guilt, not an ounce. Working with trying out. Stealing is another thing. Yes, exactly. You know, I love Pinterest for trying stuff out, but look, I have skipped many pins. I'm like, oh, that's pretty. I'm going to get somebody else to do it for me because I know I can't do that. I know I can't do that, but somebody I know can do that, right? So, so it's so easy to compare yourself, especially in this day and age of social media. Like, compare ourselves to other moms, but times, yes, exactly. Like, I've got a whole bunch of laundry. I'm still trying to figure out how I can outsource that, but I definitely need to be doing laundry right now for the kids. Purpose, are you from? So, so I just wanted to, number 6, stop comparing yourself. God gave you your children. God made you the mom that you are for a reason. Stop trying to, mold to whatever, society says that we have to be. Like, you are who you are. Tell James to come do my laundry, girl. Tell him to come do my laundry. The kids' laundry is ready to go. It's already downstairs. So, so we have to just stop the comparison. And in addition to that, like, lift each other up, support each other as moms. Like, there are so many moms who are willing and ready to support you. You just have to ask sister wife to pick up the slack. You know what, Erica? I'm about to put you in the corner. No sister wives allowed. Want to be for is, I need to put in word. Wait, what? I missed that. Yeah, right. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, before tonight, I was telling everybody how much I love taking Taekwondo. Yes, everyone's situation is different. How much I love taking Taekwondo with my kids. So my 2 oldest, 6 and 8-year-olds just got their brown belts. My 4-year-old just got her orange belt. I just got my yellow belt because it just started. And I was like, oh, this is so much fun. I'm getting my workout. Like, today, he tried to kill us. He tried to kill me. And I almost walked out. So I'm trying to, this is my time. I'm like, okay, my kids, this is my time to spend with them. They love seeing mommy in Taekwondo. And I almost lost my life today. I just want y'all to know. I almost lost my life today. So when you don't see me scope for days after Mondays or Tuesday or Thursday nights, then you know why. Because I'm laid out somewhere after this grandmaster tried to kill us. I'm just saying. Side note. So number 6 was stop comparing yourself to other moms, because everyone's story is different. You were blessed with your children for a reason. Thank you guys so much for the heart love. I appreciate you. You were blessed with your children for a reason. So, do what works for you. Take pieces of things, advice, that comes that, take it with a grain of salt. Trial and error. What works for some people may not work for others. So, girl, yes, I'm trying, Mary. I'm trying, but I almost was walked straight out of that class today. Miss Mo, I'm glad this is great. Perfect is not, yes, exactly. And there, you honestly cannot be perfect. So just stop. So this one I have to show you. So number 4 is choose to serve from a full plate and not from leftovers. So, hey, Majestic L. I know this is one of my students, but I can't remember which one, so remind me. So, which plate would you rather eat off of? Y'all let me know. Which plate would you rather eat off of? The full plate or the ones with the leftovers? Because by not taking care of yourself, you are giving your children and your family the plate with the leftovers. That's what you're doing. I'm going to let that marinate for a second. So you have to choose to serve from a full plate and not from leftovers. So if you want to give your children the best, your family the best, you absolutely have got to make the choice, because it is a choice. We are always in choice. You have got to make the choice to stop serving leftovers. And when you decide to put everybody ahead of you, to put everybody's emergencies, everybody's needs ahead of you, then you're serving them leftovers. It's so hard, but it is. It's hard, but it's worth it, and it can be done. So even if you don't have, immediate family in the area, there are many things that you can do, to do that. So, but you've got to start with making the choice. Number 5 was to, did I skip that? I sure did. So I'm sorry. Thank you, Irma, for taking me back. That was number 4, was stop serving yourself leftovers. Number 5. Hey, tell me your name. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, y'all. I got so excited, so pumped. I done skipped over number 5. Number 5, Number 5, get out of the frumpy and get back to, loving yourself in your wardrobe, in your clothes. We all know when we look good, we feel good. When we feel good, it resonates and everybody knows. You walk with your head up high, you sashaying, you doing all these things because you know you look good, right? You saw that food. Shatara. Hey, Shatara, that's pretty. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So we're just counting down. I will do a quick recap too. So number 5 was get frumpy out of your vocabulary. And your wardrobe, like, start to feel better about yourself. And I share that because, yay, Erica. So I share that because one of the things that I did just to start getting myself to feeling better when I was coming out of postpartum depression, I know that's right. Yes. One of the things that I did, I was like, what are the things that I used to do all the time that I felt good about? Like, I was always dressed when I was working in corporate. So hard food. I know. Yeah, you have 3 boys. Awesome. Well, you are definitely in the right place. Thank you for putting that in. NH for real. Yes, exactly. So one of the things that I did, I realized that when I became the stereotype stay-at-home mom of stay-at-home mom. Like, I didn't have the mom jeans per se, but I was wearing my husband's, like, basketball shorts and t-shirts every day. Like, I wasn't wearing makeup. I wasn't doing any of the stuff that I used to do, which were things that I enjoyed doing, like getting dressed, looking cute, putting on makeup. Like, I could have been a stock photo for stay-at-home mom. I really could have. I'm so serious. Like, it was bad. It was really bad. Like, and I was dropping my son off when he was in preschool. I was dropping him off at preschool like that. I feel bad. Okay, so Shatara, we're gonna stop that, right? We gonna change out of that. We're gonna get you some basketball shorts, some cute mama shorts. Dried up puke on the shirt. Like, it was bad, y'all. It was bad. So, bandana on it. Yeah, like, it was bad. I'm ashamed to say it, but it was bad. If I was to have the kids section, I would have more. Stay out of the kids section, right? Or if you go in the kids section, for every one item you buy the kid, if you haven't been buying yourself stuff, you need to get something for yourself. Right. Is your mom homeless? Like, I mean, flip-flops, like, with everything. Like, it was bad. So I had to learn how to change my wardrobe and start doing those things, like putting on a little bit of makeup every day. Oh, I love you too, girl. Thank you. Milk rings on a shirt. Right. It was not just you, Eric. It was not just you. It was not just you. Okay. It was not just you. Like, everything. Right. I didn't do nothing. Like, when I tell you, I just stopped. Like, I was like, okay, I'm home now. Don't nobody care. Like, it was bad. Like, I don't even know how my husband just let me walk around like that. Like, oh my gosh. Seriously, what in the world was I thinking? So you don't have to dress to the 9 every day, but for Pete's sake, wear clothes that fit you. Don't let your clothes fall off of you. He did. He just didn't tell me. He just didn't tell me. So, oh, thank you. So I just, yours tells you. So at least put these orders. Yes. Okay. So at least put on clothes that fit you, right? Like, and now, even now, like, yes, I have not showered yet from Taekwondo, but yes, I did have on, I was out yesterday. I was out earlier today. I went to lunch with a friend. So I had makeup on. I had lipstick on. You best believe I kept my face just like this and was sweating it out in Taekwondo with lipstick in my face. Hurting, crying, wanting to walk out. But at least I look cute, though. At least I look cute while I was hurting. So like now, Right. Exactly. I know. My husband's like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm just going to Panera Bread. You want to get some coffee? I'm going to Safeway to pick up some groceries, but you never know who you're going to meet. So I have to look good for myself. So I do it. Thank you, girl. Hey, Kenyatta, thanks for joining and inviting your followers. No, not a bag lady. So please, number 5 is to get the word frumpy out of your vocabulary and out of your wardrobe. This is a perfect time to go through your closet and get rid of those things. Yes, don't want the makeup to expire. Get rid of those clothes that don't fit you anymore. Like, I had maternity clothes, just checking the mail in the driveway, right? Hey, girl, thank you. I had maternity clothes like 2 years almost after I had my last baby. Like, why? I knew I wasn't having no more. I have to scope in the grocery store. Yeah. Yes, wave to everybody. Hey, how are you? Like, seriously, for real, like, for real. And I love this lipstick because it's like I have not done anything since this morning, but it looks like I put it right back on. You have your maternity clothes away and got pregnant. Oh no, Erica, you gave them away and got pregnant. Well, look, I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all see me scoping about that, that is going to be nothing but a miracle from the Lord above. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But it was cute. Okay, Erica, so how old is your youngest? How old is your youngest? We're gonna wait. I'm gonna see what that means, and then we can figure that out. I'm just saying, like, y'all won't see me scoping anymore. We might have a whole nother conversation. Oh, 3 months. 3 months. 2 in November, Erica. You're 2 years old or 2 months old? Because that's the difference. 2 years old, I'm going to need you to put those maternity clothes away. Cute or not. Put them away. Put it away, Erica. Put it away. No more. No more maternity clothes. Give it away to another mom who can look cute. We're studying makeup. I be looking fly. I know that's right. Yes, Rita. Look fly everywhere you go. Whether you just going to pick up the mail. Yes. Yeah, look, we can meet up for drinks. Where y'all at? We can do it. Because my kids know. Mommy need a break. Mommy need a timeout too. And I'm going to go have it. So number 5, get the frumpy out of your wardrobe and your vocabulary. Number 4, make sure that you're serving from a full plate and not your leftover plate. Children 6 years, 22 months, 3 months. Ooh, Lord. Yes, you're like me though. Almost, kind of. Not really. Sort of, Erica. Mine are 4, 6, and 8. So we were like, bam, 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 done. Oh my gosh, I have a whole bottle of whiskey. Someone at my husband's job gave him. He don't even drink. He's got a whole big bottle of whiskey, don't even drink. I do on the other hand. Thank you, Mary. Thank you for posting that in there. So number 3. Y'all ready for number 3? Number 3 is to take the Supermom cape off. Take it off. I know that's right, Jamari. Yes, yours are almost grown and I can't take it. Take the Superwoman cape off. Take the Supermom cape off. It is okay to ask for help. It is okay to say, I can't do it right now. It is okay to not feel like you have to do it all. Oh my goodness, Irma, who bless you, child. Bless you, honey. Bless you. Yes, bless you. Take it off. Like, it is okay to take it off. Yes, you do too much. We all do too much. We have to learn how to not do so much. And the only way we can do that is if we give ourselves permission to take the cape off. We are in a society where everyone seems like that is a must. Like, it is a prerequisite and a requirement of motherhood is to keep that Superwoman cape off. You got to do X, Y, and Z all the time. It does. It gets heavy. It gets heavy and you're doing too much. Exactly. You have to learn how to take it off. You have to learn how to take it off. And I'm going to share this quote. We have the responsibility to learn to take it off. We have to start getting comfortable with asking for help instead of always painting the picture that I got this. I got this. Like, because when people see that you got it all the time, then that's what they're going to think. You got it. You don't need help. Why should they offer help? Because you've got your Superwoman cape off and you got it all. I'm too fluffy. You know what, Rita? I can't with you. I ain't too proud to beg either, LaTwain said. I ain't too proud to beg, okay? Or to just volunteer you what's going to happen on today. I knew what you meant. So you've got to be able to do that. You've got to be able to do that. Stop painting the picture that you got this, and be vulnerable. Allow yourself to be vulnerable and let it go. Let it go. I know we're all tired of that song, but for crying out loud, we all need to learn how to let it go. And that is exactly, that's why we have to set boundaries. Exactly. So that was number 3. Number 2 is take time to recharge. So just like we need to meet for virtual, we do. When are we going to do this? That would be fun. Let's do it, Erica. Let's do it. Send me a message through my, what is that thing called? A website. Yeah. MomsNCharge.com. We can make, and actually I'm planning something just for moms. So stay tuned. If you're not already signed up to my email list, MomsNCharge.com, download your free copy of my ebook, 8 Ways to Get Your Fly Back. The super simple guide for busy moms to look fly, feel fly, and learn how to fly. So you can download that and you will be on the first to know when all this stuff that I'm planning pops off. So just like we can't get much use out of our phone if the battery isn't charged, we can't be much use to anyone else if we don't recharge ourselves. I know. What is that thing called, Shatara? Look, I'm tired. I told you I almost lost my life today. You know what? I haven't gotten on Blab yet. I keep saying I'm going to try it out, but I don't want to be stuck to my computer. I think that's why I love Periscope, because it's, mobile, on the go. Like, on the go, ready to go. So Blab is basically, it's like Google Hangout and Periscope had a baby. So you can have up to 4 people. So it's kind of like this, but you'll have 4 people on the screen, up to 4 people on the screen that can talk. I know, too many apps that can talk at the same time and have a conversation. So we should see each other get drunk. You know what? Y'all are fun. So clearly, all of y'all on here need some mom's night outs because... Oh, you can now? Scott, who the daddy? Yes, it's just too much. Don't like Blab because I couldn't download it. Yeah, so you mean on your computer or your phone? It was just too much. I tried, and I know that. Well, last I checked, unless it's new, they didn't have an app for the phone at the time that I checked. So it was too much. So number 2, take time to recharge. Just like your phone is charged right now, so that you can tune into the scope, you need to recharge your own battery. You need to recharge your own battery so that you can be better use to your family. I need moms. Yes. Well, we're going to make it happen. I have a 6 too, but I haven't tried. I didn't know that they had it for 6. So I'll have to try it, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. That's what I thought. It's only on the computer. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, NH for real, for putting all these in here. I appreciate you, girl. So number one, we kind of touched on it as well already, but I'm going to say it again. And this is why it's number 1 and why it has to be said again. Yes, charge your phone. Don't let your phone die in the middle of the scope. Thank you guys so much for the heart love. I appreciate it. Number 1, get over the mom guilt. Plain and simple. Get over it. To be able to get over it, you have to understand where it comes from. So does it come from missing appointments? Does it come from missing recitals, missing practices? Where does it come from? Are you working long hours? You have to be in control of setting the expectations for your kids. So I've shared this before, you have to be the one to show your kids what that means. Okay. So for example, don't overpromise and underdeliver. Yes, find out, do some self-reflection, find out where it comes from, because if it comes from, oh my gosh, I promised my kid that I'm going to be here for this, but I knew there was a chance that I wasn't really going to be able to be there, but I wanted to be there. Like, kids they remember everything. So you have to set the expectations. And for me, I don't promise anything that I know I can't guarantee my kids. So I will say things like, mommy's going to try, but if I can't, this is what we'll do instead. Or mommy can't do it. Mommy can't be here for this, but this is what I'm going to do. I missed my kids' first tournament that they ever did for Taekwondo because I was traveling for a speaking engagement. And I was devastated. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I wanted to be there. But I told them from the beginning, I was like, mommy's not going to be able to be there, but daddy's going to be there. He's going to record it for me and I'll be at the next one. Do you think they even remember that? Like, this was like maybe a year ago. Right. Exactly, Kenyatta. Until housework is involved. They hold you to whatever you say. So when you start to put those boundaries up and set time for yourself and just, give them those expectations, make things clear for them. Clean up or do what you say. Exactly. They remember right. They're going to throw that in your face. And then the other thing is, we can only feel guilty for what we allow people to allow us to feel guilty about. So you have to, decide like, no, I'm not feeling guilty about this, but set those expectations. And I did a scope over the summer at the playground because we had just came back from, I think, vacation, and the kids wanted to go outside. I was dog tired. I was like, oh my gosh, mommy can't do it. Like, I'm tired, but we'll go out tomorrow. So the next day comes, they ain't going to forget that. They're like, yes, mommy, got their shoes on at 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, let's go outside. And I'm like, oh my gosh, mommy's tired. I'm really tired. But I knew that I made that promise, and I knew that I told them that this is, if they did X, Y, and Z, if they were good, we would go outside. So I made sure I kept my promise. So it happens when you set up the expectations. I told them I couldn't do it the day before. Exactly. Accept the guilt or not. Like, I'm not going to accept the guilt for something that I didn't have control over, or something that, I set expectations for up front. So you have to be able to do that for your kids, because they will remember. Like, if you tell them, okay, I'm going to, do X, Y, and Z, then they'll remember that. So try to do, it's got to be serious if you can't do it. 5 years ago, no lie, but her homework due. I know. Right. If you explain, they will respect you more. Exactly. When you explain, tell myself for saying something right. When you explain to them, and my kid, I try to just be, as clear as possible and as straightforward as possible. Like, I will say no in a heartbeat if I know I can't do it. Or if they ask me to do something and I'm like, not right now. But if you do these things that you're supposed to be doing, then I'll think about it, or I'll get back to you, or we'll do, so you've just got to set those expectations for them to explain, and they get it. Yes. If you just explain it, like, sometimes they just don't understand. And I'll tell you, and then sometimes it's about that communication. So, quick story. So my 6-year-old just turned 2 weeks ago. And when my daughter turned 4 in June, when she had her birthday party, choose words carefully, because I remember, we want to only commit when we know we can do it. Exactly. Commit when you know for sure that you can do it. So my youngest had a birthday in June, and we didn't do birthday parties for them this year because we're going to Turks and Caicos in a few weeks. So, but party for kids, we have to define that, because what we feel is parties, they're like, no, that's party is people, right? But in that room and deal. And then sometimes they just, right, exactly. No, that is real talk though. That is real talk. Sometimes this is going to be like it is, right? So yes, I'm so excited. So excited. So June, we went to my parents' house. Pretty much all my family. I told you I have a huge family. I'm one of 7. So most of my family was there in June at my parents' house, right? Thank you. We will. And the kids don't know. It's a surprise. So, so excited. So, we have a big family. So everyone was at my parents' house for my daughters. So my 6-year-old had her birthday a couple weeks ago, and we took her to the kids spa. I don't know if Karen's still on here, from Rotten to the Core Kids Spa. I did a post about her spa on my blog. And so, yes, big family. So, her birthday was on a Tuesday, so we homeschool. So, we can go anytime we want. So I wanted to take her to the kids spa. I invited 2 of her friends, but they couldn't make it. So it ended up just being her and her sister and myself. So it was just her and her sister. And then, when we came back home, my nephew who lives with us and his daughter, it was just us that was here, right? And so, oh yeah, you were there. Yes, it's such an awesome kids spa. So I'm thinking, okay, yes, thank you, Mary, for putting that in there. So I have everything about the kids spa on there. So I'm thinking, okay, she's cool. She went to the spa. She had the bomb birthday. And then my son's birthday, he just wanted to go to Pump It Up. So we just, went to Pump It Up, and we invited our good friends. They're like family. So we call them our cousins. They're their aunties and uncles. And so yesterday, my 6-year-old made a comment that, no one came to her birthday party. So yes, it's R2C Kids Spa, kids with a Z. If you go to MomsNCharge.com, you'll see it on the homepage. I just did a review on their spa. And so she was like, nobody came to my party. And so me and my husband were looking at each other like, I live in Waldorf, Maryland. And so we're like, and so we had to look at it. And so for us, we realized that a lot of times, not intentionally, but sometimes she does get the short end of the stick because she's the middle child. I hate to say it, but she does sometimes, not intentionally. So when we went back and thought about it, we're like, wait, well, everybody was at Brielle's and my parents. Then it seemed like everybody was here for my sons. And then it was just her and her sister. So she was like, nobody came. So my husband and I took her on a date today, just her by herself. She wanted to go to TGI Fridays. So, oh, do you? So, so we took her, she has the same art. Oh, really? So, yeah. And so, I mean, and it wasn't like, I'm thinking, oh, we went out of the way to do this spa thing for her. But for her, she's like, nobody was here. Nobody came to her birthday party. So we were like, well, what do you want to do? Because mommy and daddy are sorry. Your friends weren't able to come at the last minute. We wanted them. And I didn't tell her that her friends were invited. They couldn't come because I didn't want her to feel bad. But weeks later, she's feeling bad about it. So we decided, thank you, Mary. So we were like, well, what do you want to do? She's like, I like to go out to eat. So we asked her where she wanted to eat, and she was like, TGI Friday. So we're like, okay, so you want mommy and daddy to take you by yourself? She's like, yeah. So we took her out on a date today, and we went to TGI Fridays. And let me tell you, she soaked it up. She loved it. But that was just our way of just showing her it wasn't just that, nobody loves you. We want you to know we love you. But it was just nobody could come, to your party, right? It wasn't really a party, but it was, to them, it was a party. But yeah, she soaked it up. She rubbed it in her siblings' faces. Okay. She rubbed it all in their faces. So yes, keeping us on our toes. Even better, honestly. Yes, it was better because it's rare that they get one-on-one time with us together. So, so she felt special. We had them bring her out a birthday, dessert. So she loved it. She was cheesing the whole entire time. So sometimes you do have to kind of, just hear for them. Because I asked her, I was like, well, are you upset because nobody came? What's wrong? So I talked to her about that. So, and it wasn't necessarily a whole guilt thing, but I wanted to make sure that she was okay. So that goes back to the whole communication thing. I'm trying to make sure that we over communicate, we communicate when something's wrong, we make sure that we address it. And a lot of times that's half the battle, when, in this whole thing with parenting. So, so I want to tell Jamari, I'm sure she's waiting anxiously to see what she won, because in the beginning of the scope, I asked, who could tell me what the acronym FLY stood for. So Jamari was the first person to tell me what it stood for. So, so Jamari won my free, well, not free, but she did win access to my 5 killer strategies to pursuing your purpose, passion, and goals. And it's an online self-study course that I created with worksheets, and we talk about mom guilt, and I have worksheets around mom guilt and how to overcome it and all that good stuff. So if you go to MomsNCharge.com, yes, if you go to MomsNCharge.com, you'll see this right here. 5 killer strategies to pursuing your passion, purpose, and goals. So, Jamari, you get free access. Fly, if you just joined. Fly stands for Hello, Style and Vibes. Welcome. Fly stands for First Love Yourself. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Lit26. Thank you. This class, like I said, it's an online workshop that I taught live, and it's now a self-study course. And because I've had so many people having issues, and clearly from this scope right here, it is definitely something that needs to be talked about. This class I normally have on my site for $97, but for the next 24 hours, as long as this broadcast is live, I am offering it for $37, whole dollars, $37. $37, you get this entire course, which is 5 sessions, 5 worksheets, videos, all of that about managing mom guilt so you can successfully pursue your killer goals. It talks about your purpose and your passion, how to pursue those things, how to discover the person you were before motherhood, because let's face it, oftentimes we become a victim of identity theft, and the culprit is motherhood when we become a mom. So how do you discover that person that you were before you became a mom? How do you connect your values to your life purpose? And then we talk about the basics of goal setting and getting out of your comfort zone, because I can't tell you the importance and the way that I've been able to do a lot of that I've been able to do, and the opportunities that I get, are really stem from getting out of my comfort zone. And then, it's not enough to just write your goals down, but how do you actually nail those goals? How do you figure out where you want to be? Thank you, Mary. How do you figure out where you want to be, do, and have in the next 1 to 5 years? It's not enough to just write down your goals, but do you have a strategy for pursuing those goals? Yes, $37. That is it. It will not be up at this price anymore because it's a lot. You get a lot. You're getting worksheets. It is, so if you click on that, it will take you to this page. I didn't even change on here the investment, which is $97. But if you click on enroll now, you will only pay the $37. So this will be up for, like I said, the next 24 hours, as long as this is up, as long as this replay is up, it'll be available to you. But I want you guys to win. I want you guys to, not feel guilty, to get over the guilt, to see how amazing it is and how amazing you feel when your kids can see how happy you are. And that starts with taking time out for yourself. So, the value of the course is $397. That's what it was when I first launched it. As a self-study course, it's $97, but it is now $37 for the next 24 hours. So you do get some bonuses. I have a Fly Mom pledge that I give all of my moms when I'm doing my live workshops, and it is very powerful for you to learn how to start taking care of yourself. If you haven't already, you will get a copy of my free ebook, 8 Ways to Get Your Fly Back, that I talked about. And then you'll also have access to a Facebook group. So this to you wonderful people, I appreciate you guys being on here with me. Jamari, I will get you your access. So just, reach out to me and I'll make sure that you get it. Thank you, Irma. I appreciate you guys being on here. So really, really quickly, let me just go through those 10 steps. If you join late, the 10 tips and steps, if you're watching the replay. Number 1, get over the mom guilt. Get over the mom guilt. You've got to figure out where that mom guilt comes from, right? Yes, that's it. Thank you. And thank you for joining, Shatara. Number two is to take time to recharge. Take the time to recharge for yourself. Number 3, take off your supermom cape. It is okay to take it off. Number 4, choose to serve from a full plate and not from your leftovers. Number 5, get out of the frumpy. Get frumpy out of your wardrobe and out of your vocabulary. Number 6, stop comparing yourself to other moms. To the mom next door. Number 7, literally put yourself back on your calendar. Put yourself back on your calendar. No problem. Thank you, Irma. Good night. Number 8, set boundaries with your kids. Number 9, set boundaries with your family. And number 10 is to communicate, over communicate, keep communicating until those habits, really take. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. I thank you so much for coming on, for sharing, for making me laugh. And I hope that now you guys feel a little bit more empowered to take back your power in saying no, to take time out for yourself without the guilt. So again, my name is Christine St. Ville of MomsNCharge.com without the I, where I help moms feel good without feeling guilty. So please connect with me everywhere on social media. Absolutely. Yes, you can apply for other areas of your life. Yay. So I'm everywhere at Moms in Charge on social media. I hope to see many of you in this course, but thank you so much for joining. Thank you for coming on. Thank you so much for the heart love, and I will see you all next time. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Bye.